We don't stop for any of Gavin's dumbass mannerisms.
No, it's in a.
Yeah, keep recording. Don't leave it.
This
Welcome to the GeekLoop podcast, January 20th, 2022. Despite Gavin's best efforts, we're getting off the ground.
Episode 6.
No, shut up.
Also, I'd just like to point out real quick. Yeah, we didn't. That's. I think you were just going to say it. We didn't say it in the last one, but these are now on YouTube. They got a video element. So for those, if anyone at all,
the YouTube ones are good too. We put GIFs on, pictures, stuff like that. One day you're gonna see our pretty faces. Gavin's face. It'll be good.
We'll see.
Someone who knows how to do graphic design out there, let me know.
Someone who knows how to do plastic surgery out there, let me know.
Let me know.
Yeah, right before we started the show, I was talking about Peacemaker. We're not going to go too much into it because Gavin hasn't watched any of it yet.
I've seen, I've seen some.
Not enough, bro.
Not enough, though.
You haven't seen some. He's seen a trailer for sure. He has not watched it.
You don't know.
I do
know.
Remember the beginning of Peacemaker that Gavin's watching?
No,
Talk about it.
Stop it.
Spoiler to death.
Don't. I know he's got some shut peeks out.
No, it's good though. I'm loving it. I think it's hilarious. It's super different. It's like very James Gunn. And so, slight spoiler for Gavin. Huge. All right.
What?
There's a sex scene in the first episode.
What?
That's in the first episode.
Full nude. Yeah, first episode. And so I was watching it with Carly, and she goes, "Why don't we watch Peacemaker down here?" And I was like, "Okay, big TV, that'll be fun." So we're watching it down there. Her mom's in the same room. We're just watching. I have no idea what this show's gonna be, and everyone's dropping the F-bomb consistently. Peacemaker's talking about dicks and dildos and all that fun shit, and I'm like, maybe this wasn't the best show to watch down here in front of your mother. And then this like ravenous Peacemaker sex scene comes on. John Cena's going crazy, and in the same episode, John Cena's talking about how his penis is too big and it hurts people. And I was like, okay, this is really funny. But being in the same room as her mother, I was like, not the best place to watch. And at the end of the episode, she tells me that it might not be the show for her. So I'm watching this one on my own, but I'm loving it. Yeah, for sure. But it's James Gunn. When he's given free reign, he goes wild.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm loving it though. It's really funny. And John Cena, like Dave Bautista is a killer actor, but I think John Cena is my favorite actor to come out of the WWE.
John Cena is an acting legend. I'm not even saying that just because he like acts stupid and he acts like a funny guy. He's got genuine moments in these first 3 episodes of really solid acting. He's a good actor. No, I have not. I'm watching it tonight. No, even better at the 4th one, I think.
I'm excited.
Great.
I think so far Vigilante might be my favorite actor. Might be my favorite character. I'm really liking Vigilante. I think he's funny. And I like everyone. I don't know, the character development of the show just seems really, really good so far. Everyone has a purpose for being where they are. Everyone has not like a motive, but everyone has an objective. They they just have a purpose for being there. No character feels out of place. I enjoy watching all of them. Even the side characters I think are funny, and I think they have interesting enough stories.
Is Jonah Hill involved in this? I thought I saw his name in the credits.
I don't think so. Not that I've heard.
Maybe I read it wrong.
No, bro, you were watching the original copy of the Batman,
where
Jonah Hill's the Penguin. Yeah, Jody Hill. Yeah, but I love it. So that's my opinion on Peacemaker. And we can't go too much into it because Gavin hasn't seen it, but it goes places I never thought it would go. Like the end of the first episode that I'm sure Jake remembers. We don't talk about it at all, but like I did not expect them to do these kinds of things in this show. That's all.
Hey, you guys gotta watch episode 4. That's really where that's just a crazy episode. Very good.
I'm really excited about episode 4.
How many episodes are going to be in the season? 8?
I think there's 9. Is it 8?
9. Usually it's 8 or 9.
Is this going to be like another like Disney Plus series thing where it's just kind of like a mini series, and then it's gonna maybe lead back into more movies, or is this just kind of like gonna be like an actual project that continues on and has multiple
it's DC,
seasons?
so who knows? They don't. Really,
Yeah, right.
I don't know if they really talk about any of that. Like
they have 8 episodes.
Like Doom Patrol, who knows where that's going? That's also another DC.
It's all in the multiverse. That's all it is. I mean, Crisis showed Doom Patrol and Titans, so like they're all there. They're just it doesn't matter at this point. Marvel has the connected stuff. Even their multiverse is connected, and then DC's just fucking whatever sticks.
Even whether it's
Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's a good thing, Like we would have never gotten. We talked about this last week. We would have never gotten a movie like Birds of Prey in the MCU ever. I don't think. So I appreciate the diversity of movies, especially since Disney's buying up all the Marvel stuff. So there's only one company making Marvel movies. I appreciate the diversity of superhero movies that we get with DC, whether or not half of them are total shit. I'm glad that it's different. But
Doom Patrol coming back?
I have no idea. I don't even know if that's been renewed yet. I haven't finished season 3. Doom Patrol is such a thick show. It takes me so long to get through. Does that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's such a heavy, compact show.
It did take me a little while to watch through that show. But
yeah. Most likely to premiere in 2022. It has been renewed for 4th season though.
I wish we could talk more about this guy, but we'll move on.
I mean, it leads into a great topic where we're talking about it's all just multiverse, right? And it kind of gives them free reign to do whatever they want with it, which leads right into our 3-hour-long Batman movie. I mean, not much to talk about there, but we're actually getting a 3-hour-long Batman movie.
Really? I don't know if I've heard about this.
Oh, you didn't hear when I just told it to Gavin. I don't know. The Batman runtime got announced. It is 3 hours.
For the Twilight Batman?
Yes, sir. The movie is 2 hours and 55 minutes, and then there's 8 episodes, 8 minutes of credits. So I think it's like 3 hours, 4 minutes, something like that.
Better live up to that.
Yeah. I'm stoked for this movie. It's gonna be crazy. So I can't wait. And I can't. It's like the characters like Superman and Wonder Woman exist in this world. We've seen newspaper articles talking about the Man of Steel and Wonder Woman, and there's a Halloween party scene that was. We have set photos of where there's a guy dressed up as Superman, someone dressed up as Wonder Woman. So they exist in this world. So it'll be really interesting if one day, obviously not with this movie, but one day we get to see Matt Reeves' takes on those characters. That'd be really cool. I just want to see a good Batman teaming up with other heroes thing. I think Batman is most interesting when he's in contrast with other characters.
Yeah.
That's when he's at his best, in my opinion. Like even if those characters are other Batman characters, like a Robin or something, I think he's at his least interesting when he's just by himself. I like seeing him with other people. Maybe it's just because we haven't. I don't know. I really do think we'll get a Robin in this franchise at some point, which would be crazy because we haven't had a live action Robin since Batman and Robin or Batman Forever. Whichever one came after.
Which Robin would you prefer to see? I'm Dick all the way.
You have to start with Dick. If you don't start with Dick, then don't do it. You got to start with Dick. You can say that he's already had a Robin. Dick.
I think you can start with a Robin that isn't Dick in a movie like this. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, obviously, but just from the world it looks like they're in, I could see it.
Maybe. With this Batman, I think starting with a Jason.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on how they take the story. Because
I can see a Jason.
The way his personality is right now, Dick would be a great contrast to him. And Jason might not be the greatest choice for a Batman like this right now. But depending on where this Batman stands at the end of the movie, that, my opinion, could change.
Because this guy seems very like I'm not even Bruce Wayne anymore. I'm Batman, and that's it. And I'm gonna go do this shit.
He's never taken the suit off again.
But I mean, even Robert Pattinson said that in this movie, the line between Bruce and Batman is blurring, and it's not good. And like he's leaving the people that he has behind. He doesn't care about anything except the suit. And it's still not even necessarily about doing the right thing for him. For him, it's still about vengeance at this point in his career, not about justice. So I don't think that Jason is a good choice right now because I think he'll be like, oh, why don't we go kill some people? You're right. Depending on where he is, I think Dick's a great contrast to that and might give him some more light and want to make him return more to that Bruce character. So, who knows?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just saying, I saw an article that says the kid from Dune will be Batman.
Be Chalamet?
Be Robin?
Sorry, be Robin, yeah, not Batman.
Maybe. I'm interested because so he's been up his name's been da, 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 da. His name's been up in the air for Harry Osborn. Not like any credible sources, just thrown around, even by Tom Holland.
Really?
And the reason that I don't buy it is because he has a conversation with somebody where I'm getting off topic. Timothy, I'm like throwing myself away here. Some editing for you, Jake. Timothy Chalamet. He was talking with a famous actor friend of his, and he wouldn't name who, but he said that the actor sat him down and he put his arm around him on the first night that they met, and he gave him the advice that said no hard drugs and no superhero movies.
Nice.
So, I don't know. We will see if he takes that advice or not.
Wise words.
But he's playing Willy Wonka soon, so
that is crazy.
He's basically a
Isn't he
superhero.
really young for Willy Wonka?
It's a prequel. But who knows? I just want a Robin. We haven't had a Batman and a Robin on screen in forever. I've never had a Batman and a Robin on a screen, like in a movie theater in my lifetime. So I want it. I'll take it. That'd be fun. But yeah, I don't know if there's much more to talk about on the Batman topic.
Well,
I think we're all excited.
Yeah. Excited for it, yeah.
Right. Got some interesting.
Comes out in March.
Trailer for Moon Knight. So
yeah.
Discuss a little bit of that. It's a short one.
Yeah, it comes out in March, immediately followed by Moon Knight. Batman's March 4th, Moon Knight's March 30th.
Looks like a mummy.
Yeah, I love the mummy look. I'm excited. I'm not like the biggest Moon Knight fan in the world. I'm not gonna lie to anybody.
I don't know anything about Moon Knight, so I'm not like I was like seeing it and like, oh my god, but it looks cool.
I've read a couple Moon Knight comics, and I just think that the dissociative identity disorder thing is really neat, and it looks like they're playing into that like heavy-handed into this trailer. The character that we're following for most of this trailer isn't even the primary character of Moon Knight. We're following Steve Grant, I think his name is. I'd have to double check. Like I said, I'm not the biggest. Oh.
Jeez.
Parents, huh? You can't live with them.
Hopefully,
and that's it.
Hopefully that muted.
They can't live without you.
But what I was saying is, so it looks like they're leaning heavily into the dissociative identity disorder. So much that I'm probably going to watch the show with captions just so I can see who's actually talking at that point.
Cheating.
Because the person in this trailer isn't even Mark Spector. We're watching Stephen Grant the entire time.
Would you care to explain to anyone not familiar with Moon Knight?
I will say Mark has three primary alters. Mark Spector, Stephen Grant, and Jake Lockley. And Stephen Grant is English. Mark Spector is not. So I'm expecting him to switch accents and stuff periodically.
It's the same looking dude.
Yeah, but he has dissociative identity disorder, so he has multiple personalities living in his head. Like, have you seen Split?
Yeah,
It's
I
like
just didn't know
that.
if there was gonna be like changing his form.
No. I believe Moon Knight is one of those personalities as well, same as Mr. Knight. And then I think there's somebody else, but again, I'm not super fluent on Moon Knight. But I love the storytelling potential there is crazy. Like we already see him in the truck. He switches personalities and he sees the gun in his hand. And he's like, "What the fuck am I? What's going on?" You know, I think that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it
So
looks like it's gonna be like a darker Marvel show for
Too.
yeah,
sure.
I hope so.
I'm.
Um,
Darker and
it looks.
spooky.
Go ahead, Gavin.
I was just gonna say I am actually very excited for this. This has like been one of my most excited like things. This is one of the Marvel projects I've been most excited for a while.
Yeah,
Like more so
same.
than Doctor Strange before like trailers and everything and No Way Home came out.
I'm
Like
so
this was the thing
happy.
I was looking forward to.
I'm so happy this is the next one. I thought I had just I don't know why, but when I saw this announced, I expected it to be way further out, but it's coming
Yeah,
before all the other ones. I'm so excited about it.
I didn't realize that either. It's like crazy. Moon Knight
Um,
is a super interesting character to me, and I'm so excited. I love the casting. I was watching, I was paying attention
Oscar
to all the
Isaac is
fan
sick.
castings like years ago. Feels like
yep.
years ago at least. When this was first announced,
They just
and all of
lost
them were
him.
like okay, whatever. And then they finally announced Oscar Isaac, or they did the little teaser, or however they did it, and it was like the best thing ever. It was like the most perfect casting I could have thought of for this character.
Yeah. I'm very excited. So his alter egos are a mercenary Mark Spector, millionaire Steve Grant, and cab driver Jake Lockley. Those are his. And then I think like there's alternate identities for Moon Knight as well, but I don't want to
They
speak
lost. They
out of
just
turn.
lost one of the actors for Moon Knight too.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy.
I didn't really know
He's
who
playing a
that was,
villain.
but
No, but I mean, it just sucks. He's playing a villain called Midnight Man. He died in a skiing accident. He was 37 years old, I think. That's awful.
well, they finished recording though, right?
Yeah, they did, but what a horrific. It's just horrible. And he seemed like a young actor who people have not seen before. This was probably his big shot, you know. It just stinks.
Unlucky.
Yeah, poor guy. Um, but yeah, sucks. But I'm excited for the show. I really can't wait. I hope that we get it, even by the first poster that they released. Jake, I'll try and find it if you want to show it on screen. But that first poster already tells me that this show's hopefully gonna be different than the other ones. I just
I
people are already comparing it to Daredevil.
oh
Just in
yeah.
general, Jake. I don't know. Maybe just because their characters are dark, but I don't know. I
Yeah,
just want a
I
darker.
was actually just about to pull that.
I just want a different type of MCU show, and I
Yeah.
hope that this will be it.
And
In the trailer, here, go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't really see how this is gonna really tie in too much with the other movies and things like that. Like this really might be kind of like a more isolated character and storyline than
I
some of
hope
the
it's
other things that we
pretty.
I
see.
think they'll find a way to tie it in. Just maybe like a Deadpool or like
I don't
Daredevil
know.
Deadpool.
type deal.
I hope it's pretty standalone, but as I've said before, Marvel is building different parts of their universes up separately. So they're building like three different corners of the Marvel universe right now: the cosmic, the street, and the magical horror aspect. We already have Blade and Black Knight, and now we're getting Moon Knight. We're getting Werewolf by Night, which is the picture I just sent in general, Jake, if you want to throw that up. We are getting a Werewolf by Night Halloween special, and that's who people are theorizing that Moon Knight's beating up
Nice.
here is Werewolf by Night because look at those legs; those are not normal. So,
Oh wow, I didn't even notice that.
yeah. So he could be beating up the Werewolf by Night, and Moon Knight first appeared in a Werewolf by Night comic, I believe. So that could be a thing as well. Um, I don't think it's Werewolf by Night. I think it's Anubis. But that's not saying that Wolf by Night won't be in the show because they already cast him. So he very much could be.
So an interesting thing about Norman Reedus playing Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I saw that too. Which even again to connect further, not to throw you off, Jake. I want to connect back to that, but I don't think I finished what I was saying before. I think I got off track. But where Gavin said I don't think it'll connect to anything, I think there's a heavy chance we see Blade in this show.
You think he'll appear? I think down the line. Perhaps.
I think he'll show up in this show.
Really?
Yeah, I do. They cast him so early. Blade's not even in production yet. And why? It
was really more. Isn't the story more so that Mahershala Ali, excuse me if that's not how his name is pronounced, but he approached Kevin Feige, didn't he, about trying to play this character more so than Kevin Feige wanted to create a Blade movie.
I don't exactly remember a while ago. I think they wanted to do a Blade movie, but I'm not sure.
I can't wait for the Morbius Blade crossover event. It'll be so insane.
Yeah, Kevin Feige says Mahershala Ali approached Marvel about Blade. Interesting. Very cool.
Just found this sweet concept art.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's been saying his name forever now, because he rides a bike in The Walking Dead.
He's talking about it too.
Yeah, I could see it. I mean, it's not a bad casting. It's Ghost Rider, I mean,
I'd still rather have Keanu Reeves.
Keanu talked about talking to Marvel. He said that he just recently sat down with Kevin Feige, and they didn't figure out
that I saw that people were talking about for him though.
Yeah, I mean, everybody wanted a Ghost Rider, and I understand that, but I think you can do something exciting with Keanu. Give him a chance to do something different.
Get the 6 characters people think he could play. They got Silver
That's
Surfer.
good. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Wonder Man.
I could see it.
I don't.
Just because I only say that because I feel like they might do Wonder Man going forward. So maybe
Balder the Brave. Never heard of that one.
Balder the Brave.
One of Thor's friends, apparently.
Have we already had him?
Waste of a casting.
He's not been in the MCU yet.
Yeah, it's a waste. Don't do that.
Nighthawk.
That's a
stretch.
I think Nighthawk is. That's a stretch. Talk about a stretch.
I don't know. That's not too much of a stretch.
I think so.
Played space people before.
Richard Rider, though, I don't know. Maybe if he shaved, I don't know. Or they did a different take on Richard Rider. Maybe they do like he's tired. He doesn't want to do it anymore, so he passes it on to Sam.
One of my actual serious predictions would be Namor.
Yeah, people say Namor, but we already have a Namor.
Who's the who?
He got cast a while ago because he's in Doctor Strange 2, apparently. Or no, Black Panther 2. They cast him.
Who's got cast as him?
He's a nobody, according to what I say.
That could be somebody. That could be. Like
I'll send it in. Tenoch Huerta. Tenoch Huerta.
I don't have faith in this being true.
No, this came out a long, long time ago.
I just can't get hyped about Namor. I don't know what it is about him.
Came out from Screen Rant, so.
He looks serious about playing this role.
Apparently, he had some like Twitter stuff where he almost got canceled for it, and people were like, "No, not our Namor." Namor's a bad guy, so I mean, hey, he's fitting the role. Yeah. So great assault, but as far as I remember, this was being reported as fact when it happened.
There's also Mr. Sinister for Keanu Reeves, so that's something.
That'd be cool.
Someone said.
Be funny.
Mephisto.
Keanu's one of those actors where he's one of those big actors. Like, a lot of times Marvel will get a no name for a hero, and then they'll cast someone really famous for the villain. Like, we got Tom Holland as Spider-Man and Michael Keaton as the Vulture. And then we got what is it? I mean, even in Moon Knight, it's Oscar Isaac. So I'm trying to think of another example, so I don't sound dumb.
It's too late for that,
Well,
buddy.
They got Robert Downey Jr. and then they got
the
guy who plays the dude.
That's a good example. They got Chris Evans, and then they got Hugo Weaving.
Who's
They
the
always
guy who
cast
plays
a.
the dude? I always forget about that.
He does play the dude.
One of my favorite movies with him. Honestly, it's great. I'm
I'm
excited. This is off topic, but I can't wait for that the Jesus movie. It's like kind of a spin-off of the Big Labowski.
He's playing Jesus.
No, do you remember?
I can't wait for sequel to Passion of the Christ.
He's the Bible too.
You guys hear that Sex 2 is coming out soon?
God damn it. There's a Big Labowski sequel coming. And
I remember something about this.
It's called The Jesus Rolls. Maybe it's
Jesus
already
Rolls.
out.
Yeah, it came out in 2019.
Holy shit, this came out 3 years ago.
Is this
It must
actually a
have
sequel to
flopped.
Big Lebowski?
Yeah, at the beginning of the movie.
Damn,
there's a character-
20% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Alright, we have
Is
to
it
watch
about?
4.4
It's about
out of
some
10.
random characters. John Turturro, Jesus Quintana. It's about him.
Yeah. He's like in the first 10 minutes of the movie, they're bowling against him, and he refers to himself as the Jesus, and I guess this spin-off
How can you do
is
this?
entirely about his character.
It's a spin-off to The Big Lebowski, but it's also a remake of a completely unrelated French film, Going Places.
Pete Davidson's in this movie? No, he isn't. This is some stupid...
No, Pete Davidson is in the movie,
What?
isn't he?
Look, I have the thing up right
Yeah,
now.
he is.
Pete Davidson, Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
John Hamm.
How did this flop so hard?
Something we haven't talked about yet. Let's finish up the thoughts on Moon Knight because I have something about Ant-Man that I don't know. We'll see how Gavin reacts. I think it could be really interesting.
I got nothing on Moon Knight.
Facts. I'm so excited for Moon Knight.
I'm
expecting.
To make any things.
That also makes me even more excited that I don't know as much as I normally would.
It's pretty high.
So, but yeah, I think it looks great. Gavin, final thoughts on Moon Knight?
I think I love the costume. Moon Knight has one of my favorite costumes of all time. I think probably in Marvel, Moon Knight's costume is probably second to me to Taskmaster's, and since they butchered Taskmaster's MCU costume, it's nice to see that this actually got some respect.
I also love the Mummy inspiration. I think that's awesome. It's such a cool way to do it. Adapting costumes for screen is a much more difficult task than I think people assume because all of it's flat. It's just flat drawings. It's just a white costume. You put that on screen, it's gonna look bad.
So that was confirmed Taskmaster and Black Widow.
Yes, at least a Taskmaster. They always bring him back
because that is not okay with me.
They brought Abomination back in Shang-Chi. The Mandarin, actual Mandarin, just appeared in Shang-Chi too. So
Abomination.
They can do
from
Hulk? Abomination was in Shang-Chi. Yeah.
When?
He was in the cage.
He was fighting Wong in the cage. Yes, about what you mean. Yes.
I didn't know that was what that was.
It's like one of the best parts of that movie.
Why does he have fish gills?
Because that's what Abomination looks like in the books. He's just evolved.
I had no idea. I thought he was like a fucking the bony thing from the Hulk.
You mean Abomination?
Yeah, but
I mean
that's what I thought he looked like. I thought this was just some fucking fish.
That was 2009 though, back when they thought they couldn't be faithful to the comic books. They needed to look cool, not comic booky. So, but now they'll probably they probably won't even touch on it. But he's also in She-Hulk, so that's confirmed. Played by the same guy too, same actor.
Do you think he's even a villain at this point? He just seems like a guy in the world.
I mean, he's just. I think he's, trying to make his way back. I'm excited. I'm actually really excited to see what they do with his character because of his entrance in Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
They're setting up this Dark Avengers / Thunderbolts type team. He's a perfect candidate for that.
I would say so. It kind of...
They need a Hulk.
Yeah, but it lowers if it's more of a Dark Avengers thing, it definitely lowers the chances of Red Hulk, which is something I've been wanting to see since
I don't see Red Hulk being on
I
a
started
team.
watching these.
I don't know.
I just need him at least just turn into Red Hulk once.
I think we're getting Red Hulk and She-Hulk. I also I have a. Do we want to talk about it's a potential spoiler for She-Hulk. I mean, it's grain of salt. It's something that I've heard. It's up to you, Gavin. I'm sure Jake's fine with it.
We've given a warning to the viewers, you know.
So yeah, potential big spoiler for She-Hulk. I have it on good authority that Hulk will be going to space after She-Hulk.
What?
Yep.
Why?
I don't know.
He's going back to space, baby.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been heavily rumored that She-Hulk is leading to a World War Hulk storyline.
Okay.
So I don't know. I have no idea. My theory for World War Hulk was simply that it was going to be World War Hulk in name only, and it was just going to be a bunch of Hulks fighting each other, like She-Hulk, Abomination, A-Bomb, Red Hulk, Hulk, and it'd be called World War Hulk. But who knows? Maybe Scar is out there, Hulk's son, and he didn't know about him, and he finds out, goes to space to find him.
Interesting.
And then he finds him killing Simba's dad.
Yeah, facts. He's all animated and shit. Yeah. Looks like a lion. I think that their place that they're at with Hulk gives them their perfect opportunity to do like the Gray Hulk stuff, the alternate personality stuff, because we have this Professor Hulk, right? But if we ever want a real World War Hulk, he's gonna have to, go fucking nuts again. So, I think alternate personality Hulks could be cool to see Gray Hulk and like Savage Hulk come out. If we ever want a Hulk versus Wolverine fight, that'd be a great way to get it.
Many things.
Yeah,
so many things to look forward to. I think 31 minute. I was
gonna say I was just about to
break time before we head into the exciting second half of this.
Just about to bring that up. Gavin just told me, he messaged me, said I gotta pee, man, real bad.
He's like,
I did not.
A fucking break.
You did.
Why are you lying?
Gavin's
like,
you
gaslighter.
Not let up. All right, we'll be right back.
Breaking right for an advertisement. Jake, who we sponsored by?
Anchor.
Stop.
The easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need. Right in one simple, really well designed website. It's got all the tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast straight from your computer or even your phone. When you're hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast to all the platforms like Spotify, Google Podcasts, that other podcast streaming site by that other big media company.
Wherever else you might find your podcasts.
Wherever you might find your podcasts. Super easily. Anchor walks you right through the whole process. Everything you need to make a podcast all in one single location, whether it's the app on the phone or the website on the computer. And guess what?
Yeah, don't forget the best part.
No, the best part. Gavin, tell us the best part.
You can use code PP. It's entirely, just kidding, it's entirely free!
You don't even need a code. No code.
No code.
Just go to Anchor, sign up today, download the Anchor app or the Anchor.fm. Get started.
Or go to Anchor.fm. Don't download Anchor.fm. Who knows what that is?
just get started now. All right. Gavin, bring us back in.
And we're back.
All right. Did it good. We all brought us back in at the same time. Okay. Yeah, so we just finished talking about Moon Knight. For those who are just stopping in, we're all excited. And there's something I want to bring up. I think I've talked a lot this podcast. If you boys want to talk, jump in anytime, all right? But I just remembered this, and I don't know if I talked to Gavin about it. So, spoilers for Ant-Man 3. Throwing that out there, all right?
Allegedly.
From what I have heard, allegedly. But this has gained some traction and is basically being reported as fact now. But MODOK. Going to be the villain of Ant-Man 3 along with Kang the Conqueror. And he's being played by a certain familiar face.
No way. No way.
It's not Jim Carrey.
No, not Jim Carrey.
It's not Jim Carrey. That would be epic, Epstein. What?
I know. An article
Not
originally
Jim Carrey.
reported that
damn.
it was Jim Carrey, but that was not true. Not Patton Oswalt either, though.
It's not whatever the fuck that loser was from that Iron Man movie or whatever, right?
Not Aldrich Killian, no.
Okay.
It is, in fact, our friend Yellow Jacket from Ant-Man 1.
No,
Corey
it's
Stoll
not.
is coming back as MODOK. He is.
No, why?
He is. And here's what I think is happening. We saw everything shrink. We saw his arms shrink and his legs shrink, but his head never shrunk. And then he got sucked into the quantum realm. So I'm thinking that he somehow became MODOK in the quantum realm. In Loki, we see a giant Yellow Jacket head.
What?
That's
We do.
so
I'll
stupid.
find it.
That is.
I
the
actually
worst
think
thing
there's
I've ever
really interesting potential for it. I'm excited about it. I think it's kind of cool. Yeah, in Loki, this
got
is
it.
a shot.
Yeah,
Yeah, you see it?
I'm pulling it up right now.
They could
Kinda hard
literally
to see.
use that as the chair. It could just be his helmet. But like it's broken so his
idea,
face
but-
shows. They could do that. I can already see it. So
Well, Yellow Jacket is the most powerful villain in the entire MCU. So
he did. Hank Pym Yellow Jacket killed all the Avengers. So
Yep.
Hank Pym really fucked up the worlds of What If. Killed all the Avengers and started the zombie
Corey
apocalypse.
Stoll just
He's
is
a
like
dick.
Jeff Bezos almost.
Yeah.
I don't know why they would.
Yeah.
It's so weird and unnecessary.
There's got to be a story idea, and I'm on board. I can kind of see it. I can
love
see an
MODOK.
interesting story there. I
You
can see it. Huh?
You said Kang was also going to be the villain for that, though.
Kang is confirmed the villain for Ant-Man.
And
yes.
what would cause a fucked up Darren Cross and Kang the Conqueror to work together?
I don't know if they're gonna work together, but MODOK is in the movie. Marvel. It could be a cold open where they're fighting MODOK for 10 minutes and it's Darren Cross.
That's the
Who
worst.
knows? I'm not
If
saying
they-
that it is. I'm just saying who knows.
Well, if it is, it better not be a Crossbone situation where they blow him up and he's not usable anymore.
Oh, they would totally do that.
I would hate that. That's the worst thing I could imagine. Destroying MODOK in 10 minutes, I'd be so pissed.
Sounds like Marvel too.
People, that's like,
But-
it just sounds like modern media right now. I mean, that's like something I want to talk about. I've been watching a lot of the Witcher show, and they do the same thing. They like can introduce like a wicked loved character and just kill him because that's what people do these days.
It's different to introduce the love character. Like it's different when it drives the story. Like I'm trying to think
No,
of an
what they did in
example.
The Witcher did not. I mean, maybe I guess it did. There's like I'm assuming neither of you ever want to watch it, so I don't really care. But
No, I don't watch The Witcher. Go for it.
So Geralt is the main character. His best friend throughout the games and the books, like knowing this guy as Witcher Eskel. And like first episode of season 2, they get this guy like poisoned by some monster, and they just kill him. And that's pretty much where his story ends. But this guy has like extensive history within the universe, and they just are like, nope, this is a different story. Kill him.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, that's the
fucking
problem
crazy.
with that's a general overarching issue with adaptations. I mean, think of what you will. If you hate it, you hate it. The problem is, I feel like people forget that adaptations are just that. They're adaptations. It doesn't have to be the same.
Yeah,
But
I mean, it didn't
the
it
thing
didn't
is-
affect me at all. I still love all that shit. They can do what they want.
And I agree there's a difference between telling a different adaptation and just getting a character wrong, Because for a character that has like an established like history and established characterization, you can't be like, here's a Spider-Man movie. He's got an AK-47 and he's killing Nazis. Like, okay. Oh, well, this isn't really a Spider-Man movie then, is it? You know what I mean? But that's the nice thing about a character like MODOK, that it doesn't really matter. There's not too many hardcore MODOK fans that are going to be clamoring for the machine only the machine. What is it?
the machine designed only for killing. You know what I mean? With characters smaller like that, you can change it, which is interesting, and I'm excited about it.
Is what's that fucking guy's name? Pat Oswalt? Is he MODOK in the show?
Yeah, he is. In the show, I mean, clearly it's different than anything MODOK related in the comics. I think the show's hilarious, though.
Michael Emerson as MODOK? That's pretty funny.
Who's Michael Emerson?
Yeah.
Look, Michael Emerson, these nuts.
No!
I'm just. Oh, it's too good. Oh fuck, I'm fucking thinking.
Mental organism designed only for killing. That's
Things are
MODOK.
going crazy.
But
Right,
oh
we're gonna have
fuck,
to wait
fuck,
a
fuck!
second.
What was I gonna say? In Spider-Gwen's universe, in the comics, Donald Trump is MODOK.
Shut up.
I'm not kidding.
I know you're not. I know he's like an actual villain and like
It's like epic. Look at this drawing. Jake, you gotta put this on screen like right now.
it's not. All right. On a real note, like
Actually-
feelings about Donald Trump aside, like I don't think I'm a huge fan of bringing real world characters into comics as like important characters. And I know
Yeah, like
this is
when
more
we
goofy
talked about
still.
it. We talked about it on GeekLoop. I think we talked about this too, when they put Hitler in DC Comics and gave him the Spear of Destiny and like
Yeah.
made him put this force field around Germany. I think it's interesting every now and then to be like, this is how these real world events happened in this universe. I think that's cool, but as long as it's like a, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with you, because I think it's neat to see how big events played out. I mean, yeah, it's a line. It's a fine line. You know what I mean? And I
I mean-
ride that line.
I'm sure it could be done well, and I'm sure it probably has been. I've yet to see it done in a way that I've been
got back.
able to enjoy it.
The Donald Trump thing's pretty
This guy.
crazy.
What have I seen in it?
He was in Blacklist. Have you ever seen that? I think.
No.
Jake, I need you to show the Donald Trump MODOK on
I
screen.
did.
You already did.
It was up.
Oh, you did?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So he's actually MODAK, and he's mental organism designed as America's king. And in the comics, he yells vaguely at some brown-skinned people to, quote, get back on your feet, foreign filth. Jeez.
It's pretty fucked up.
Going all the way out.
Oh, it's so
I mean,
wild that it's actually like it's not just a guy that looks like Donald Trump. It's actually Donald Trump.
It's ridiculous.
How does he not sue them for using his likeness?
Because it's
Isn't that illegal?
parody.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
parody. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Oh, do we want to talk about that? You boys
What,
heard about
parody
the
law?
freaking Twitch thing that's happened recently?
Not really.
These dumbass fucking Twitch streamers watching full movies on stream and then being like, "Whoa, what'd I do?
Yeah.
What happened?" Like, bro, what the fuck? You're gonna fucking ruin everything for everyone if you don't stop. Like, these companies are just gonna crack down to a point where Twitch or YouTube are like, okay, you know what? No more reactions at all. You react to everything, it's down. Like it's. Go ahead.
This is mostly centralized around like Pokimane, right? Didn't she
No,
receive
this
like
is
a
the
ban?
That's different drama. That's
Okay.
She
It
had,
is-
Like, she had like some dude raid her stream, and then.
But Pokimane is in this drama too. She's been in a lot of drama recently. She's part of this too.
Well, that they all are. That's how you gain traction. We need
Yeah.
some GeekLoop drama. Wait, viewers,
You want to start?
leave a comment
Burn
below.
down an
Let us know
orphanage.
what you want us to start some drama about.
Quick, pull up Shang-Chi on the screen. Play the entire movie and we'll post it on YouTube.
Oh
Alright,
my
here we go.
god. This part right here, epic.
Hi.
This part, mid. This
Like
part,
Pokimane,
All I need to do is
think-
pull up. All I need to do is pull up Disney Plus and start streaming my screen. We're done.
literally.
But like they're watching full anime streams on Crunchyroll, like a paid service, and they're just streaming and they're not even talking. They're just watching it.
Yeah.
The audience is watching with them. I know there's a feeling of wanting to watch something with people. It's fun, but you just can't do that,
Yeah.
and you're gonna fuck everything up. they're going to fuck everything up for people because like YouTube already doesn't allow you to play certain like YouTube videos. Like you can get flagged for it. So it's like at what point are they just gonna say, you know what, you can't watch anything. Nothing can be watched.
You have to close your eyes on these sites now.
It's just it's ridiculous. Part of it
only.
Part of it is like the power hungry companies and the money hungry companies always flagging and striking videos for no reason when they're not in the right. And then the company like Twitch and YouTube still haven't properly figured out an efficient way to handle that yet. So that's part of it. But also like if you're just gonna watch full TV shows and movies on stream, it's just giving them more power to be like, oh well, it's just gonna cause major issues. And I feel like Twitch streamers, and this is kind of what Charlie said on his stream, critical. He said that, fuck, where was it? I'm losing my train of thought as I'm talking. But
I think you're talking about critical.
yeah, I was talking about critical, and I was talking about the Twitch stream. Shit, Jake, you're gonna have to edit this, bro.
You know what wouldn't make you lose your train of thought for all those
Anchor
there? I was actually gonna do a different plug of that. We also have a Twitch account, and it's at twitch.tv/GeekLoop.
Yeah, later tonight we'll be live streaming the entirety of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Come check it out.
Go on down.
But there will be some streams in the future, so people
definitely
look at that. Help us. Help me.
Yeah, there's also something to be said about transformative content. You know, you're watching it, you're talking over it, you're pausing it so much, and you're like talking about it, you're turning it into your own thing, right? These people aren't doing that. They're just sitting there watching it silently. Like, bro.
Yeah, I don't even know how that gets viewers. Just watch it on your own. I don't want.
Oh, and this was
video.
This was what Charlie was talking about. He was saying that the Twitch streamers was like, it's like an ego thing. They'll watch this stream, then they'll get banned. And then they'll talk about all on Twitter, oh, what the fuck? What a shitty ban,
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
Drama helps you get viewers.
Yep, exactly. Then they'll come back, be like, I got a return stream planned for 3. Everyone be there. And it's like, it's huge, you know, of course. It's just freaking, it's such a shit show. And they're only going to hurt the community in the end. So we'll see what happens, but it's not good.
I wish you were going to Mixer.
No. Yeah. I'm not going back to Mixer. I'm sorry. I tried it. I couldn't get into it. It's
That's
just
Ninja really
deleting our Twitch. We're streaming.
No.
When we start streaming, it's exclusively on Mixer.
Ninja really lucked out. You know, he left Twitch for a little bit, made like 10 million from Mixer, and then came right back to Twitch.
And now he's coming to the GeekLoop podcast for his next big paycheck.
Yeah, no, fuck that guy, dude. I don't give a shit about that dude.
Oh, yeah, no, it wouldn't make sense to have 2 Tylers on the team. You gotta go.
That's Ninja's. I guess Ninja's wife just threatened Pokemon with a lawsuit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's
really?
She had the guys rating her stream, and then there was like a dude that was gonna get banned for it, and then apparently someone said that there was like a rumor that Ninja made it so he didn't get banned, and then Ninja denied it,
Ninja literally
and then now
said
suing Pokemon for defamation because
he literally said on stream, I'm gonna text my guy. I'm texting him right now.
Yeah, and then he ended the stream. No one ever saw it though. That's I mean, obviously he probably did it, but he ended the stream, took his phone out, ended the stream, and then started the stream again.
And also, like, people just need to learn to say the word allegedly after every fucking sentence they say at this point, or else someone's gonna sue the hell out of you. Like, if Pokemon's like, oh, Ninja did this, allegedly, you'll be fine.
In
Can't do anything about it. I mean, that's what, you know, like, fucking suing her for defamation. Fuck off. So cringe. Your wife is your fucking manager, dude. Dope. Ninja doesn't play video games with girls because of his wife. Literally, he said those words.
Yeah, that's kind of a really weird take.
It's so stupid. What are you, 9, bro?
Seriously.
Like, you're
literally content for people that young. You are what you eat.
You also, he's like not even. It's not even like it's his girlfriend. He's fucking married. Like, bro, you can talk to other girls online.
Seriously.
Like, you can have friends that are women. It's okay.
No.
What a weirdo. Fucking weird guy.
Takes like that put him in the #1 spot, Tyler.
Yeah, seriously though, fall off
Makes
plus
sense.
ratio.
If his logic checks out with children logic, you know, then of course they're
You
gonna
should
watch
just start recording Gavin dancing for like 30 minutes and posting it to YouTube Kids.
That was
So we get
Patrick's
fucking
suggestion.
rich.
Patrick's suggestion
I think
was
they'd love it.
We need a viral video, so we gotta start making TikToks of Gavin.
it. Oh, am I?
That's cool.
All right.
Gavin's
Gavin's
the
Gavin's
secret
TikTok
sauce.
team ambassador,
TikTok.
by the way. So we have a
GeekLoop
shared
TikTok
work
coming?
effort. We gotta have it GeekLoop
Fuck.
everything. I'm telling you, we're gonna push
GeekLoop Metaverse?
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna have the GeekLoop metaverse, GeekLoop TikTok, GeekLoop Instagram, GeekLoop
Oh, yes,
all
sir.
that. Pretty soon after that, we're gonna have a GeekLoop NFT. Come on, get that.
That's sick.
Twitter just
It's gonna be a pepper with
announced.
Gavin's face Photoshop.
Twitter just announced a new thing where you can put an NFT as your profile picture, and it'll appear as a hexagon instead of a circle. And everyone's shitting out. They're like, "Oh, dope! I know immediately who to ban." So yeah, fuck
I'm
those
gonna
guys.
Screenshot so many pictures.
Literally.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Did
they're
you see
so
the new,
fresh.
did you see the South Park post-COVID thing?
No, I did not.
That would I don't know if either of you have ever watched South Park or care, but it's so fucking funny. Very, very good. It's like a
I liked.
two-part like kind of movie thing that South Park did, where it's like no longer about them as kids. They're like all grown-up adults. Like Cartman's a rabbi now and everything. Like it's incredible. Yeah, for real. It's actually wild. I had such a good time watching it, and like the end of it is surprisingly emotional. I was like,
Really?
yeah, it hit me in the feels. I was like, damn. I
I
could
watched the
I could spoil
COVID
it if
one.
You don't want to watch it, but I would.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it. Spoilers for South Park post-COVID. Gavin, are you gonna watch? I'm not gonna watch.
It's South Park too, so it's not really that big of a deal. But so the whole premise, it takes place right after that original COVID one. So like they get in a big fight, all the Stan, Kyle, and Cartman. And then it picks up when they're all adults, and apparently it's like that just fucked the world. And then Kenny's like a super smart scientist. He dies. They go through this whole thing to find out where COVID came from, how to do all that. But at the end, they end up changing everything, going back in time, and they all like go. Then it flashes forward right at the end of the part 2 of the movie, and it's like them all celebrating as adults. And before this, Cartman had been a rabbi, and everyone was pissed at him because they're like, he's living a great life. He's super happy. He had like 3 kids and a wife, and they all were like, it was like a picture perfect happy family, which made it even funnier because it's fucking Cartman, and he's like a rabbi with a family. But then at the end, it just cuts, and it's since they changed whatever in the universe, like all the rest of them were happy. Like Stan and Kyle and everything got wives and had great lives, and they look out the window of the party, and Cartman's like homeless on the side of the street, like just like
Jesus.
covered in trash. And I was just like, damn, that's just so sad.
That's
Like that, and that's supposed to be the ending. Like that's like the ending of. I mean, there's gonna be more South Park, but that's in the canon
As of
South
right now,
Park
that's
universe.
the canon South Park ending.
Cartman's homeless. I don't know.
That's kind of sad.
You just feel kind of bad for him. Like you watch. I guess you'd have to watch the whole thing, but after watching him be a nice, happy rabbi, you just don't want to see him like that. I'm like, my boy.
Damn, I posted it in chat if you want to show it to the audience. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's him.
just homeless. Fuck you.
Poor guy.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then wait, let me just find Rabbi Cartman.
It really shows what can happen if you make one single change.
That
Which is
guy
why I think you should all continue listening to GeekLoop.
pretty extensive like episode lore. Like, look at him. So good.
That's pretty good. I remember I don't watch South Park, but I watched the first COVID special, just because everybody was, and the part where they're out in the street, it's in tanks, and they're like, "Get in your homes!" Da, 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 da. And then these kids building a snowman, and they're like, "Contamination!" And they mow these children down. It's awesome.
There ain't good content. I like what South Park does.
South Park's also such an interesting show. Like, I mean, love it or hate it, I just don't watch it. It's just not a show that I make time for. Every now and then when I see clips, I think it's funny, but I don't make time for it. But it's written like few days before it comes out. That's how it stays so current.
Yeah.
So that's like such an interesting tactic. It's so cool. But
what else have we
yeah.
been enjoying recently, boys?
Well,
I
enjoying. Let's
Okay,
see what I go.
I want you to talk.
Okay.
I've been talking a
What
lot.
have you been enjoying, Gavin?
Well,
What's
not
going on?
enjoying isn't so much.
Or disliking. We can talk about some
anticipating.
We can talk about some anticipations. That's it.
Evan's anticipating the rapture.
Always. But currently, I don't know if you guys saw The Boys Season 3 trailer dropped about 2 weeks ago, I want to say.
You mean like
It's
that
a teaser.
10-second thing?
Yeah, it's just a
Homelander
teaser.
looking at us?
And it's got an announcement date for the release.
Oh yeah, July. Fuck that.
But I just want to go on record to say that I love The Boys. I think it's a fantastic show. I'm so excited. I don't know how you guys feel about it, or if you guys. I know Tyler's at least seen it.
Yeah, actually, something that you don't seem to be aware of. There's an animated show called The Boys Diabolical that's coming out soon. It's like 8 episodes, and each one's just stories from the world of The Boys.
See, I don't know
and
if
it's
I'm
a
that
fully rated R.
into The Boys. I like it, but I don't know if I'd watch like spin-offs and stuff. I don't know. It's just
I agree with Jake. There are spin-offs coming already.
It's
already
cool as what it is, but it's not an expansive universe that I want to dive into. Like, it's not like Marvel or DC. Like, I don't know. It's just like
I think it's cool because it's superhero stuff flipped on its head, and I like it in the constrained world single show that it is. I don't know if I'd make time for other stuff, though. I agree.
There's like I was trying to think of other superheroes. Like, superhero show that I've more interested in the universe and like really want to see is the Umbrella Academy. That I personally thought that was fucking amazing. Like, I want to see.
I did like Umbrella Academy. I'm all caught up. I really enjoyed it. I'm excited for season 3 based on the ending.
Yeah, it's just really like I don't know. It was just
spoil it if Gavin hasn't seen it.
Different superhero show.
They also went through and changed Elliot Page's name to Elliot Page in every single credit for the first 2 seasons.
Nice.
It's awesome.
It's very cool.
I just really I love that show. And I love the guy. I love the guy that plays the Gorilla Man because he was in Black Sails, and Black Sails is like one of my favorite shows of all time.
I'm curious to see what they do with Elliot Page's character. You know,
it's a very
watch that show again too because I remember most of it, but I don't necessarily remember the end.
Yeah, I remember. It kind of ends off with the. Did you see it?
Yeah, right. I know.
Well, they time travel. How it ends
up, but what happens to them?
They time travel, and then they eventually get back to the present, and because Vanya was going to end the world, they stopped Vanya from ending the world. They go back to the present, and then there's the Sparrow Academy. So like they don't exist anymore, at least in the way that they did before. And the brother, who was it? The dead brother is still alive, and he's in the Sparrow Academy. Then there was that weird floating cube thing.
I remember the cube.
You don't remember the cube?
No, cube?
Yeah, Sparrow Academy. Jake, when I find this, throw this on screen. But based on that ending, I'm very interested in season 3. Yeah, so there's this. I'll send the picture, sending over to Jake. Go for it. But yeah, I'm interested to see if they change Vanya's character to more match Elliot Page's story. We will see. Remember the cube? You see the cube, top right? Dude's just floating, chilling there.
What? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, I'd never noticed that on my watch.
Just vibing.
Huh.
Yeah,
interesting.
I like that show. Excited for more of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Very interested. No, I won't talk about that right now. But what was I gonna? Oh, anticipation, right? Go ahead. I'll try.
I was just gonna say the quickest thing ever that Sony released the God of War PC port, and it's just absolutely perfect and amazing.
Are you serious?
It's like
that's pretty dope.
It's probably the best PC. I mean, I'm not like an expert in PC ports. But personally, out of all PC ports I've ever played, and I played this day one when they dropped it on Steam. Perfect.
It's on Steam.
No bugs, no glitches. This game looks fan-fucking-tastic. Like, insane. And what really makes the cake for me is that there's already mods for the game, nothing like extensive like graphics and stuff, but that's just crazy to me. Like this beloved game gonna get mods, gonna get all that. And I don't know if I've talked about this on GeekLoop. I'm actually gonna delve into this a little bit. Something that's been irking me thinking about recently is why do games get rid of modding these days? Like you'd think modding is just something that makes your game have longer longevity and like makes more people want to buy it for longer, but like so many companies like just don't allow it. Activision, all those new Call of Duty games, they don't put it on battle.net because Blizzard is against mods. The new Left 4 Dead didn't do mods. Like, what's wrong with these people?
I think it has something to do with artistic vision and stuff like that. They don't want people screwing with their games.
I don't know. I think from a business standpoint, there's just no way you shouldn't do that because it's like think about you could have a game that'll be people will play and love. It could be the best game ever, but they'll stop playing it in 4 years because there's no content. Or you could have that same game with mods and people will be buying it for in the next 20 years.
People are still playing Skyrim.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm still playing games. I just finished a playthrough of The Witcher 3. It came out in 2015. I still play Black Ops 3 modded zombies. Also came out in 2015. Like I don't even play the current gen games as much as I play these older games because of that.
Sandbox games last the longest, and mods are an efficient way to essentially turn your game into a sandbox game.
Yeah, exactly.
So also, I agree.
Did you just do this, guys? See, look on the Steam page, see it pop up that says Gavin added God of War to their wish list. Right after I said,
how do you see that? That's so stupid.
When it's in my library and I can see that it's when people add it.
Is it just me, or was so? I've been hearing all this stuff about Dying Light 2.
That like the 500-hour thing.
What
was the question?
Is that what you were talking about? They announced that Dying Light's gonna have like 500 hours worth of content in it.
I was just hearing all this stuff about Dying Light 2.
100% the game.
For some reason, I feel like I thought Dying Light 2 already happened.
Yeah.
What am I thinking?
You're probably just thinking of Dying Light because honestly, I'm excited for Dying Light 2. I'll play it, but the trailers just look like Dying Light. Like it doesn't look.
I feel like it already came out. I don't know why I'm.
No, I know that feeling because I'm pretty sure I had the same exact feeling because of the trailers looked like the original one. And Dying Light recently released like a big expansion like not too long ago that was like they added cars and stuff and it looked a lot like a new game. So I'm thinking you probably saw that.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I can't fucking wait for The Forest 2.
That's coming soon. Or it just got delayed, actually.
What? Oh no!
Yeah.
What are you?
I'm gonna try to find the. Oh, it's
Sons of the Forest is set to be released May 20th, 2022. What the fuck? Did it really? Is that the delay?
Has been delayed from its original 2021. Yeah, that's May 2022. Maybe that was that.
Oh, maybe that was before that.
Yeah, it got delayed from 2021 to 2022.
Okay, May 20th was the release date I had in my head.
Okay, yeah, so I was told wrong. I was informed by a usually less than reputable source, anyways.
Name is rhymes with Smatrick.
No,
I'm just kidding.
That's the most reputable source I know.
What? You think so?
He's
yeah.
Our good friend Patrick's pretty fucking up to date. I'll send him a trailer and I'll be like, "You seen this yet?" And he's like, "Yep." No, it'll have.
You saw that like 3 days ago, Jake.
SpongeBob. Stop sending
Jake, I told you to stop sending me this fucking bullshit, bro.
I can't wait to have him on the show. You guys will love him. He won't say a word, but you'll know his presence is there and you'll feel warm inside.
Yeah, there was that one time Jake busted on his door.
Let's not tell that story.
Are we allowed to say that in the GeekLoop podcast?
Yeah, we're not. We're family welcoming. We're not family friendly.
You don't remember what I'm talking about, Jake?
I busted on Patrick's door.
You said that you were gonna.
It doesn't matter. No,
you don't remember this?
I don't remember this.
When you.
Am I gonna have to bleep this?
You might have to cut it. When you parked outside Patrick's house with that girl from our high school. I'm not gonna say her name on the podcast. And you were like, "Yeah, I just wanted to run up to Patrick's door from my car and bust on his front door."
Oh.
You know what I'm
I
talking about?
remember that.
Is this now canon in GeekLoop
That's
lore?
canon in the GeekLoop universe. That happened.
Jeez.
Sick. You heard it here first.
Yeah, that was classic.
That'll be in the prequel.
Yeah, once our origin stories.
It's a cold open with Jake just busting a nut.
But it wouldn't be me. I'm not playing me. It's me and
Yeah, but Jake is
what's
played
that
by
guy? Who played
James
James
Gandolfini.
Jake is played
They
by
revived James
the fucking-
Gandolfini to play me.
No, who plays the guy in The Walking Dead? Jake is played by
Norman Reedus?
Norman Reedus.
Enormous penis?
Yeah.
That's
Jake-
fair.
Jake's played by Norman Reedus, and
I'm played by Michael Cera.
Gavin's played by Keanu Reeves, and I'm played
Oh,
by
wow.
Nick Cage, and it's just Ghost Rider verse.
And
But GeekLoop.
Patrick's played by Patrick
Paul
Dano.
Dano.
Paul Dano.
Paul Dano. That's
Patrick Dano.
got him confused.
Get him confused sometimes.
I just read an article that said Paul Dano is an expert at playing characters that get the shit kicked out of them.
It's true.
Literally, Patrick. It's perfect. No, I think if I've said this before, I think if I were to be cast in a movie as anything, Jonah Hill is my pick. I think Jonah Hill will play a good me.
Jonah Hill's about to play
Me.
Jerry Garcia. The
Really?
guy from the Grateful Dead. Yeah, that's actually gonna be a really interesting movie. We'll talk about that real quick. Not like this much, but it's gonna be Jonah Hill playing super hippie Jerry Garcia, directed by Martin Scorsese.
What?
Jesus.
Do you guys have any idea what the Pammy Lee and Tommy Jones movie is?
No.
No.
Is it Tommy Jones? Is that his name? Am I just thinking of Tommy Lee Jones? Hold on.
Me, dude.
Pamela and Tommy. Yeah, Pam and Tommy drama series. It's Sebastian Stan and Lily James. It's like a show about Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee. And I don't know anything about this show.
Oh,
Nothing about it.
I've seen some trailers in there with the sex tape.
Yeah, right.
Seth
So-
Rogen's in it.
In the
And Nick Offerman. Ooh.
yeah, not to get too much into it, but I just want to talk about something that came out the other day. Who is the guy on Parks and Rec? Parks and Rec.
Chris Pratt.
Cologne guy. No, so Dennis Feinstein, Jason Mantzoukas. You guys know who that is? You will know who he is once I send this picture and Jake throws it on the screen. But his last name is not, or his name's not recognized, but his face for sure is.
On the screen.
You know who that is?
Yeah.
He's not on screen, bro. Yeah, there he is. You know who that
I
guy
see
is,
him.
Gavin?
Yes, I know who he is.
He was just announced to be playing Tommy Lee's penis in that movie.
That's epic.
Yeah. So it's a TV show in that show. So I might just check out that episode that he's in because I need to see it happen.
Did you guys know that Napoleon Bonaparte's penis was bought in an auction?
What?
Someone
That's
owns
pretty
it.
sick.
But it's sick, but it wasn't even for that much. It was like $3,000. Yeah.
What?
In 1977, this guy bought Napoleon's penis for $3,000.
Equivalent to $12,000 in 2020. It's currently owned by his daughter. She's been
Dude,
offered
what
at least
do you do with that?
$100,000 for it.
I've heard rumors that it looks similar to a piece of
Smoky.
beef jerky, like some smoked sausage.
It says the preserved penis has been described as barely recognizable as a human body part.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying. It looks
Its authenticity is
1
unclear.
inch. It's only 1 inch, dude.
The item's current.
Only 1 inch?
It's
Excuse
unknown
me?
what size it was during Napoleon's lifetime. He was a grower, not a shower.
The item's current owner has allowed 10 people to see it and has never been recorded on camera.
Imagine you're at a dinner party, you're sitting around, everyone's taking drinks, and you're just like, "You guys want to see Napoleon's penis?"
Have I got
Imagine that's
something
just
to show
it's
y'all?
just sitting on the counter or something as a decoration. Someone thinks it's a cigar, and they just.
You know what'd be
grab that
really
shit.
funny is if you cook it as like a pig in a blanket, and you just put it on the plate,
and you see which one of your friends eats Napoleon's penis.
That's what I would totally try to get people to eat Napoleon's penis.
It's a good classic $3,000 prank.
Like a Slim Jim.
Result in
She got it for free.
super sickness.
Well, she got it for free because it was from her dad. Her dad paid a very small price for it. Imagine being someone in history as important as Napoleon, and then you die, and then your legacy is someone buys your dick for like $3K. That's like nothing.
Eats it unknowingly.
I went to the Van Gogh thing in Boston recently. My
Oh, that's
girlfriend
dope.
and my parents, but it's funny to think about because you get tons of fucking people in there looking at all this Van Gogh art. It's projected on the wall. They selling merchandise. The Van Gogh plushie was $85. No, it was $95. It was $95 for the Van Gogh. It wasn't a plush. Sorry, it was $55 for the plush, $95 for the pop figure of Van Gogh.
Up figure.
Pretty much, yeah. It wasn't a Funko, but it was
Like a
it was the same
bobblehead?
thing. It didn't bobble. Yeah, it was bobbly-ish. I couldn't touch it because it's $95.
$95.
They're not gonna let you lay your hands on it. But it's just like, dude,
Oh
this
my
dude
God.
died like poor as fucking shit. Like he had no goddamn money. He had nothing to his name, and now like now I can't even afford to fucking buy his goddamn pop figure. I wonder who gets that
That's
money.
crazy.
Does it go to? Is anyone even related to him? I don't think he had any like.
Picasso estate. Picasso estate.
No, wasn't it? Was it Picasso?
Oh, it's not Picasso. It's Van Gogh. My bad.
It was.
Van Gogh. Kin. Van Gogh family. There is a Van Gogh family. Yep, there is.
That's just so fun. I'm at like he had no idea that would ever happen. He was honestly just like a lunatic in a insane asylum painting. Died years later. His
actually,
family is just like rolling in money. Like hell.
I was gonna say, imagine,
great grandpa. Like
imagine you're some guy, you're some freaking baby born in 2020, unknowing to the wealth that you're gonna receive, all because your fucking great grandfather cut his ear off.
Yeah, I really am. I'm kind of interested in when that started. Like his shit was not worth very much when it started. So when did someone look at a painting and like, I'll pay $100,000 for that?
I don't know. Art is fucking crazy, man. Because it's all like at the end of the day, any painting could be the one that sells for $1 bajillion. Even the shittiest painting in the world.
That's why I like that guy. Who's that? It's like a younger artist. He's known for like he'll make art but not sign it, and then like, or like he'll make art and sell it for like $1 on the internet and sign it like in a secret place. Oh, he's like,
not sure.
He's like a modern artist.
Not Banksy.
Banksy, yeah,
Banksy, right?
It is
Banksy?
Banksy. Yeah, Banksy will make art and then like leak it online or like sell it for super cheap, so like a normal person will get it without knowing, and then they'll look at it and see his autograph, and then they'll start selling it for like a ton of money. So he doesn't make the money off of it, but he's pretty much giving money out.
Did you see the super dope Banksy thing that was at auction? I think it was a few years ago. So he had a painting at auction, and it was sold, and somehow the second it sold, it was triggered to shred.
Yeah.
So the painting went through the frame and shredded itself.
Yeah.
Which is fucking awesome.
Yeah, he does a bunch of those things.
That's so cool.
Now, speaking of art,
now that's art.
We got a huge
now it's
trailer
expected to
that
sell
came
for
out
more
today for fucking the Star Wars Lego Skywalker.
Yeah,
series.
I got sent that, but I hadn't seen it yet.
I'm hyped, dude. Remakes of all those classic games. That's gonna be good. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'm watching a video right now of the Banksy art shredding live. People are like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" People, it's pretty funny. Yeah, the second the gavel hits, how is it triggered to do that? That's so crazy.
I think he must have.
Did we become? Go ahead.
Well, he must have, at least not him personally, or at least had someone like following this piece, right?
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, it's gotta be something like that. Can we become a drama channel real quick?
I would Well, I mean, yeah.
I like that.
I probably don't have much time left, but yeah, let's
I'd
be a
like to think of
channel.
GeekLoop as a everything channel sometimes. You know.
Have
We
you
no
guys?
limits.
Do you guys know who these two people are yet?
Is it
Throw them on the screen.
the Sick Twins? No, I don't.
Jacob, have you seen these two people yet?
No.
I think our audience will know. Okay, baby. So these people filmed their breakup video, right? It's called "We Broke Up." They have 4 children together, and they filmed this video called "We Broke Up." And I've been watching videos on it for like the past 3 days. I can't get a fucking enough of it. This girl is like psychotic, man. She crazy. The whole time they're talking, this guy's sitting here like making that face the whole time. She's like laughing and smiling and talking about it. He's like dying inside. I mean, this is the mother of your 4 children talking about you guys breaking up. Like, so they aren't married yet, I guess, but they have 4 children together. They've been together for 7 years. And she like she'll say something and she's like, we just saw as a time where we're drifting apart, and he's like, yeah, well, uh, he's like, oh, there was a time I was really sad there for a minute, and it's just the way that he talks versus the way she talks is crazy, and I wish we could, do like a whole segment on it because it's insane. There's, and she's like, let's not get too into the personal specific stuff, and he's talking about how he literally said something where he's like, she didn't cheat, but it came close to a line of, and she's like, let's not talk about that. And I'm like, well, what's he about to say? Let my man speak. Clearly he's being fucking like gaslighted. Like, this poor dude, I feel so bad for this guy who's just having to sit here and take this bullshit. And then I guess,
Real?
oh, 100%.
Whatever even real.
They've released a bunch of, she was getting so much shit for it, so she released this video talking about how she's so mad that it was happening, and I guess, I don't know, it's just crazy. It was so funny to me. I hope people out there know what I'm talking about so I don't sound like a fool, but it was such a funny video. I felt so bad for the guy.
Maybe we'll have to do some drama segments, some react segments.
I was gonna say we gotta do GeekLoop reacts.
Oh my god,
that'd be funny. Actually, we could do it. Be like, pause it here. Like, we could actually do something like that.
Yeah.
How many of y'all want to see GeekLoop reacts? Let us know.
Yeah, raise your hands.
Before, I think we're gonna wrap it up, but I want to put in a few things that I keep forgetting to say every time. So we got the Anchor page. Everyone knows you can listen to this podcast anywhere, but on the Anchor page you can see all that shit. It's got all the links. Also got a little donation button, so if you feel so inclined, that's where you can help support the Loop. And then, like I said, we got the Twitch, we got the YouTube. YouTube, it's just GeekLoop. Twitch, it's the official GeekLoop. Because we're official.
Stop calling Gavin the Twitch.
Okay. So don't be mean to me.
Keep got a lot of things. But
yeah, it's everywhere. Everywhere where you can listen to stuff. The YouTube is really cool too. You get the videos and the pictures and GIFs and stuff like that. Eventually, you're gonna get cameras. So.
And we want to hear. I want to hear. I know we all want to hear from anyone who's viewing. Leave some comments, anything, suggestions.
Yeah, that'd
you
be
guys
fun.
want to
Absolutely.
hear. I'll have that option on Spotify put in soon too. So when you listen on Spotify, there'll be like little surveys you can take or something if you're so
questions,
inclined.
Major criticisms.
Yep.
Anything.
The way Gavin speaks or smells.
Or the way Gavin looks.
Okay, well, they wouldn't know that, but it's okay.
No criticisms about Jake and I, though. We can't handle it. Gavin, though, he's really tough. He can handle it.
Yeah. Let's make sure that there's only constructive criticism towards me, though, right, guys?
I only want construction criticism.
Destructive criticism?
I said construction criticism. I want to know how to build things. Destructive criticism. All right. Well, on that note, GeekLoop episode 6, 1 down. Any last things to say, boys?
Well, topics up, topics down. You've made it through the gauntlet. Whatever Sean Evans says at the end of Hot Ones.
There we go. And you heard it here first.
Do you have anything you want to plug?
Some kind of GeekLoop?
What is this? Some kind of loop? And that was some kind of loop. We'll see you next one, folks.